The State-Owned Enterprise International Conference in Bali has officially opened. As an event, the SOE conference aims to promote how Indonesian SOEs are transforming. Indonesian SOEs are more agile, efficient and profitable while adapting the private company model through those still operating as state-owned enterprises. Coordinating Minister for Maritime and Investment Affairs, Luhut Binsar Panjaitan, during the opening, emphasized how state-owned enterprises successfully play key roles. He added how Indonesia has been able to maintain stability, especially in the economic sector during the pandemic. Minister Luhut also hopes that through the event, Indonesia can be a role model and show how SOEs can be part of national solutions, not only as a business, but also part of the nation.
Lakukan oleh Pak Erik, saya kira sebagai Menteri State-owned company, saya kira pencapaian luar biasa. Kita harus apresiasi, beliau telah restructuring BUMN, membuat lebih efisien, lebih ramping, dan lebih fokus, sehingga kita lihat tadi hasilnya. Jadi pertumbuhan revenue daripada BUMN saya kira sangat bagus.
And today the opening of the State-Owned Enterprises International Conference were opened by the Coordinating Minister of Marine Affairs and Investment, Luhut Binsar Panjaitan, and on his speech he said several stuff regarding the economic security, and that became the main concern for Luhut. On his speech, he said that currently we are facing something called perfect storm, where the pandemic of COVID-19 had wreaked havoc not only on the economic sector but also the healthcare system. And Luhut appreciated the hard work that the state-owned enterprises did, especially in terms of handling the COVID-19 pandemic by working together to do vaccination, mass vaccination, and also working together in terms of providing medication as well for the patient. But of course, the work or the transformation or the hard work of the state-owned enterprises, they don't stop here, but it shall continue. Especially, their role become definitely crucial in building back or recovering the economic and also the growth after the pandemic or post-pandemic. And right now, the panel 3 on the conference itself, the panel 3 is already commenced, and the third panel will talk about the energy transition and green development for sustainable growth with Pahala Mansuri as the Vice Minister 1 of State-Owned Enterprises. Also Ahmed M. Said, the ABD Vice President for East Asia, South Asia and the Pacific. Also the President of Schumberger Asia, Amy Chua, and Ken Haig, the Head Energy and Environmental Policy from Amazon Web Service. And right now, earlier before, around 2 local time, Erick Thohir, the Minister of State-Owned Enterprises, he did also talk about the energy transformation that the state-owned enterprises is doing right now, and they are slowly trying to transform the dependency towards coal and crude oil for something more sustainable. And therefore, he did mention the key strength or the key strategy for this is, of course, to provide a blueprint because he said that the transformation of energy cannot happen overnight. It's something that should happen slowly because Indonesia is targeting to have a zero emission by 2060. And that's something that Mr. Erick Thohir said that we should working towards together and in synergy as well. Therefore, he did commented that one of the efforts is, of course, providing electricity for the electric vehicle. But then again, you know, he said that that's something that they are still trying to figure out, like how to provide the electricity, because the electricity dependency become very high. And earlier as well, on the second panel, there were a panel about the economic transformation through digitalization and its impact, the nation trade and investment with Vice Minister 2 of State-Owned Enterprises Kartika Wiratmojo, Microsoft Asia President Microsoft Asia President with Global Head of Tech Media and Telco Bank Vaishali Ratogi, and the CEO of China International Capital Corp Singapore, Stephen Eng. And I think the same tone is also happening in terms of the digitalization because the importance of digitalization become very obvious while Indonesia is handling the pandemic. And the key of the success to recover together for the post-pandemic is, of course, through digitalization as well.